Hello, my fellow unique and wonderful nerds. You have once again found yourself immersed in the world of the Last Nerds on Earth podcast. I am this week's host, Andrew. I play Carly, the misunderstood Fire Genasi sorcerer. The last time you were with us, our heroes, turned thieves, infiltrated Baron Willingtons' mansion in search of an unknown artifact he had found on his expedition to the Great Glacier. The Thieves Guild and the Adventurers Guild are both gunning for this item. The mission seemed to be going pretty smoothly until Carly found Leon half dead in the alley behind the mansion. Have the heroes been betrayed? Will Carly be able to warn them in time? Find out right now.
We will continue with, let's go over to Aligrax. Roll me perception real quick.
Perception. It's going to be a 15.
Okay. Oliver, what was your stealth?
Oh, man. You can't expect me to remember.
Was it like
that.
a 19?
It was like a 10.
It was a 10? Okay, so Aligrax, you notice the door open and close behind you.
All right.
Hey there, buddy.
I turned to... Is he still invisible, or do I see him?
I never
he's
took an
never
invisibility
invisible.
potion.
Never mind.
I've got it, but...
Nice of you to join us.
Freak also turns around. Hey! This isn't a group party. Who's this guy?
This is my compatriot. He's interested in looking around with us as well.
Weird looking fella, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I said, but he doesn't like to talk about it.
So, Oliver, response, I apologize.
No, that was just my response. Just a giggle.
Well, okay, I guess, but if we find any rooms, we might have to get rid of them.
Of course.
Oh, believe me. I'm not really old enough to, well, actually, I'm kind of right there, but I'm going to stay away from that for now. So don't you worry about that. Especially, I'm not into Dragonborns. No offense.
Well, that's just racist.
I'm a little guy, and it's nothing against race. I'm very small, and you guys are huge. I feel like I'd be overwhelmed. And I'm not really sure of all that yet.
Well, give it time.
Awkward.
Super fucking awkward. All right, I'm gonna move on from that. I'm just gonna move on from that. So you guys are in a hallway. It is lit, even though nobody's really allowed in here. It is lit. There are several very nice looking iron wrought lamps down, hanging off of the side of the walls, and the hallway sort of curves around a little bit. But you can see immediately to your left is a small plain door, wooden door. Just up ahead a little bit is another door. It is a little bit nicer. It's got sort of an ornate design carved into it, and it's made out of a much sturdier and better looking wood. At the end of the hallway, there are two large double doors, also made out of wood. Very nice designs, and there's actually a plaque over the top of it that reads library. And you see a staircase at the very end on the right.
I'm gonna turn to Oliver and say, all right, it's probably best that we split up, cover the most ground quickly. You want to take the library? I'll check down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll leave you two alone.
Smart.
But I'd sort of like do the like the young Link thing when Saria gives him the ocarina and he just like backs up and then bolts away.
Nice. So we'll go with you first, since you're headed down there. You get to the library and you open the doors and walk inside. Well, you open one of the doors, sort of sneak your way in. There's no real light in here. There is some coming through several of the very large, almost floor-to-ceiling windows that wrap around the left corner of the room. The room itself is basically a rectangle with the upper left corner cut off. And then there are just shelves all the way around, floor to ceiling, all the way around the room, only broken up by the windows. There are several chairs in the center, and to the right, there's a very nice looking desk, which has an ink which has a quill and an inkwell in it.
So no big glowing safes.
Roll me
like
an investigation check.
Oh, 6 probably wouldn't do it.
So you sort of look around a little bit. You're trying really quick to just sort of get in, and with the awkward interaction from before, your mind is sort of in other places. But you're looking through. Maybe you pull a couple books and look at them, but nothing of really interest jumps out at you. There's nothing really in the desk other than like some papers, some books, but nothing that seems really important. So we'll go ahead and go over to Aligrax while Oliver is looking. You said you wanted to go to the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, these lead up.
They lead up.
Yes, they do.
Interesting. And that's the only other path aside from the library? All right. Then I guess we go up there.
Okay. There were 2 doors on the left side, but let's go up the stairs. I have maps, by the way, I'm going off of. So you and Breek, she's like looking around. She's very interested and like super excited. Like, ooh, we're doing something a little bit. Ugh. You lead her up the stairs and onto a landing. And this is basically a hallway in and of itself. To the left and right, the hallway stretches to the left and right, and they each make a turn. If you're facing from the stairs, they turn behind you. So the one on the left makes a left turn and one on the right makes a right turn. Right in front of you, there are 2 very, very ornate golden doors. Golden color, you're not sure of the material. And then along the same wall to the left is another door, and to the right is another door. Where do you think we should go first?
Well, I believe the gold is calling my interest. Should we see what's behind door number 1?
You sound like a dwarf.
Well, I spend too much time around them.
I wouldn't know. And so go ahead and make me a stealth check going into this room.
Alrighty. Stealth is going to be a 2.
So you open the door and walk into the room, and inside is a very, very, very large and ornate bed. It is a 4-poster bed with curtains all over it. There is designs like on each of the corners. There's basically fairly attractive female gnomes holding up the canopy of the bed. There's 2 very nice windows. To the left is a which you can assume is a wardrobe. It's a very large wooden closet, but it's a wardrobe, right? The thing that stands there and has a bunch of clothes in it.
Yeah, okay. You can say that.
To the right, there is a desk with a mirror on it and some cosmetic type products. So there's like some oils, there's some gels and everything like that.
Huh. Nothing, no safe looking stuff in here.
Roll me an investigation check.
All right.
Checks all night.
Investigation, that's pretty good. That's going to be an 18.
All right, so you sort of look through the room. You look through the wardrobe and sort of look inside. All you can find in there is very fancy clothing for a gnome-sized person or individual. And they've got everything from nightwear, daywear, morning, brunch, holy time. I don't know if they would call it church. All sorts of very different fine clothing. And you go over to the desk and there's no drawers on it. There's just the, just the oils and the lotions on there. Do me a favor and roll a medicine check.
Medicine check. 19.
All right, so you do notice that one of the lotions is used to help gnomes who maybe don't stand as straight as they should.
Interesting.
However, that is all you find in the bedroom.
All right. Well, obviously, Aligrax has no need for that.
All right, so it's still your go. Did you want to leave the room?
Yeah, I'm going to turn to Breek and be like, maybe we'll come back later.
Okay. You guys turn to leave, and a guard opens the door. Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be up here. and you can see he's dressed in the private security accoutrement.
I know. Imagine my surprise when I find that this isn't the lavatory.
Roll me a deception check.
Deception. That is going to be an 18.
He got a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't care what you thought you were trying to do up here. Lavatory or no, you're not supposed to be up here. I need to get you back downstairs. You mind following me?
Of course. Lead the way.
Right this way. And he sort of gestures to the stairs.
Right. Oh, and by the way, would you do me a favor and sleep? He's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw as I'm casting command.
Ooh, casting command.
Really hope this works.
So, I mean, it looks like you have a few different options. Approach, drop, flee, grovel, or halt.
Yeah, I said sleep. It has to be a one-word command.
A wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This dice is not doing good for me tonight. Yeah, he got a 4.
All right.
So he's like, well, I mean, if you insist. And he actually goes into the room and crawls in bed. He sets his spear down. He flips the covers over and he crawls into bed and goes, nighty night, sir.
Good night.
All right. And you close the door. We're going to go to Carly. Actually, no, let's go to Rain real quick, who is just enraptured with this guard. Yeah, so anyways, that was the time that I told her I don't think that goes there, and she seemed pretty keen on keeping it in that particular locale, and I wasn't too happy about it, but, it's what she wanted, really, so anyways, I must have been talking your ear off.
It's all right. You seemed like you needed it.
Oh, man, that was just so refreshing, let me tell you.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a huge help.
That drink. Unfortunately, I think I see someone flagging me. But yeah, let's get that drink sometime.
Roll me a deception check.
I got a solid 10.
Well, hey, listen, if you don't really want to get the drink, that's fine. I just, you offered, and I thought I'd take you up on it, but that's all right. Anyways, I gotta go back to guarding the door. He turns away from you and he just stands at his post and stares straight ahead, clearly hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, he took 2 emotional damage.
Ouch.
That's me feeling that emotional damage.
Breaking hearts over here.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna mingle the room some more. Try to keep an ear out for, in particular, wherever the box we're trying to find is, and making sure, keeping an ear out just in case that they stumble across one of my friends where they're not supposed to be, so I can try to move in to help. I'm also going to avoid the Baron. I don't want to risk him actually recognizing, so I try to stay away from him.
Okay, and roll me a stealth check. Not a high DC.
Please, 11. Dang it, that is a terrible roll.
You're fine. So you're able to, if it ever looks like he's about to look at you or something like that, you're able to have a person move in front of you, as you're walking and stuff. So, and he's not really looking at you anyway, but you're able to sort of stealth around. Carly, you see Rain. I'm assuming where you're at, you're standing in the, right outside of the double doors and sort of looking in. That's what I'm
scoping everything out.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick to the sides, away from people as much as I can.
Okay, so you see Rain talking to a guard. The guard get really sad, and then Rain start to walk towards the dining hall. Do you want to sort of?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards him, away from people, and kind of whisper, oh, "Hey, Rain!"
What?
I'm invisible. It's pretty awesome. I haven't been fully invisible yet. It's pretty cool. Oh crap. Report.
Ollie, is that you?
Yeah. That's me.
Why are
And I had to come in here because Leon is outside. He's almost dead, and he says it's a setup, and we need to protect everybody. It said something about maybe a bad halfling. Do you know who? Have you seen one?
No, I haven't seen one. What do you mean it's a setup?
Well, he had a lot of blood, and he looked pretty bad, and I said, hey, Francois, said, hey, but anyway,
He said it's a setup, and the Thieves Guild's in here or something like that.
Okay, if you guys are going to have the conversation right in the foyer, I'm going to have you guys roll a stealth check. Carly, you'd have advantage, but if you guys are sort of moving towards the kitchen, I'm just going to have Rain roll one.
I'm guessing he stopped, or did you stop?
I didn't stop. I would have. I'm going to keep moving because standing and talking to air in the middle of a room is, kind of a dead giveaway that you're either nuts or talking to someone invisible. Toss up on what the observer thinks. So I do keep moving towards the kitchen.
Okay, so yeah, Rain, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I'm trying not to panic. Oh, good. This is a good roll. It's going to be a 23.
Okay, so as you're sort of moving through, you're keeping your eyes like regular, like where you would be looking if you're walking. And when you talk, you're talking in a low voice, sort of out of the side of your mouth, and nobody's really paying attention to you anyway. But if anybody were to look at you, they might see your mouth move a little bit, but they wouldn't assume you're talking to nobody. So you guys sort of are making your way towards the kitchen, and you're fine. Nobody's seen you.
Where are the guys?
Oliver went. He went further into the house. I don't know exactly where he is right now. Shit.
Did you see what direction?
Yeah, I tell him the door with the guard that I made terribly sad.
Hey, can you maybe have a distraction so I could get past that guy?
Depends on how distracting you want the distraction. But my answer is yes.
Just enough to move him a little bit. I want to slip in.
Okay, at this point, you guys are at the kitchen door. So, Rain, you have agreed to do a distraction. I'm going to have you slip into the kitchen. And Carly, you are invisible right next to the door. All right.
My heart is fucking pounding right now. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to indicate the stairs and be like, you're invisible, and point to the stairs. Like, you don't need a distraction. No one can see you.
Which way? Up or down?
Take one. I figure up, probably.
All right.
I'm going to go up.
Okay. Rain, are you going to follow him or just stick around in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna make sure no one's watching me before I follow him, because I'm not just gonna tramp up the stairs.
Okay. Most of the staff are either A, out on the floor, or B, sort of out back, talking a little bit. I mean, there's like one or two people in there, but if they're in there, they're working and they're not really paying attention to you guys.
So yes,
So
in
you
that case,
guys-
I'm gonna slip up the stairs.
Okay. So you guys are headed up the stairs. Oliver, let's go back to you. You're in the library. You don't know about anything.
I don't know about anything. I'm looking in the library.
Yep. So you've searched as well as you can in the library. What would you like your next move to be?
I mean, I'd probably just leave and go to another room, continue searching.
Okay, so you step outside the two double doors. You do not see Aligrax or Breek, and the other two doors in the hallway were closed.
Do I hear Aligrax or Breek?
Roll me a perception check.
Don't come looking for us.
Is a 5 gonna do it?
You hear some footsteps upstairs, but nothing major. 1 second. So Oliver, you've stepped outside. You heard some stomping around upstairs, but that's about it.
And the room to the left of me would be the room that Aligrax did not go into?
So looking down the hallway from the library, which is the opposite end of the door, there's two doors on your right, one right by the door you came through, and then one about halfway down the hallway on the right.
Okay, I'll just slip into the one that I came through, or then the one close to where I came through then.
Okay. You walk back down the hallway, open the door, and you peek inside, and it's a small bedroom, essentially. There's a small bed. There are fairly nice clothes. And you notice there's also a couple of uniforms in there. From what you can surmise, this is the butler's quarters.
Okay. Well, I would probably see that and not really need to look any farther. Like if I could assume that it's the butler's quarters, I'd probably just turn around and walk out.
Gotcha.
I don't think he's going to hide anything valuable in there.
Never know. And now you never will. So you leave the room and you've got one more door on your left, and then the staircase.
The staircase goes up.
Uh-huh.
I will go up.
That's where I went, by the way.
You head upstairs, and at the top of the staircase, you see Aligrax and Breek standing there. sort of smiling at each other a little bit with a knowing look between each other's eyes about something they just did. And Breek is sort of giggling to herself. Alegrax, he's so funny.
I'm going to turn to Oliver and I'm just going to put a finger up to my lips. Just like, shh.
I'll just nod at that, and then if we're just passing by each other, then I'm just going to just pass on by.
Okay, from where you're
Still
standing.
very nervous about that.
From where you're standing at the top of the stairs, there's a hallway. On the right side, it turns to right. On the left side, it turns to the left, forming sort of a horseshoe upstairs. There's the 2 golden doors behind Alegrax, one off to your left and one off to your right.
So there's 1 golden door on the left, 1 golden door on the right?
These doors aren't actually golden. From what you can tell, is they're ornate doors for sure, but they are made out of wood. Like they've got a very nice, like reddish, like redwood finish to them.
Okay.
The one on the left is a little bit flashier than the one on the right.
I will go left.
I'll head right.
Roll me a stealth check, both of you.
Oh, that's a natural 20, baby.
Nice.
Stealth is a -1 with disadvantage. That's a 15.
15. Okay. Oliver, you essentially blend into the shadows until even you yourself don't know if you exist anymore and slip into this room on the left. From what you can see, there are heads of monsters mounted to the wall. There are artifacts in a glass case to your right, and there is several chairs in the very center, but mostly from what you can see is there are like artifacts and trophies in this room.
So it's like his study where he goes to drink brandy and smoke cigars, stuff like that.
You probably wouldn't label it a study. It's more of maybe a showroom, maybe a cigar room, something like that. But it doesn't look like he has a personal, like this is his sort of, I need to focus room. This is more of his, I'm showing off room.
Trophy room.
Trophy room. I wrote showroom. Trophy room would have been better. It makes more sense than showroom.
That's okay.
Does anything in this trophy room stand out to me?
Investigation.
Something worth looking at? Ooh, not with a natural 1, it won't be.
So looking around, you do notice that there is an orc whose mouth is closed. Not an orc, a troll. His mouth is closed. Every other creature is sort of roaring or has their mouth open. And as you open the mouth of the troll, a glass canister rolls out and smacks you in the face. It breaks, and a foul, putrid scent invades your nostrils and your very being.
Ugh.
And you see written on the tongue of the troll, haha, gotcha.
Oh, shit.
So that's all that you're able to find in this room. Let's go to, before we go to Alegrax, let's go to Rain and Carly. Rain and Carly. You guys make your way up the stairs, and the room and what you enter is just a room. It doesn't necessarily lead into a hallway. But the room itself has towels and sheets, and there are a couple of servant girl outfits in there. And there are also 2 beds. From what you can tell, this is the maid's quarters. There is 1 door, and it is right in front of you, and then there's a staircase down behind you.
The staircase we came from, or a different one?
Yeah, the staircase you came from.
I'm going for the door.
Okay, roll me a stealth check with advantage.
All right. 19.
All right, you're able to you grasp the knob of the door, and you're turning it, and you can feel as you're turning it, and you're waiting for that little click, and it clicks, but you're able to sort of catch it on the latch, and it doesn't make a sound as you click it open, and you step out into the hallway. Make me a perception check.
All right, so that is it fell on the floor, by the way. 16.
Okay, 16. At the end of the hallway, you actually see Alegrax with a lady dragonborn on his arm, and they are stepping into a door. Rain, you're right behind Carly, right?
He doesn't see me.
Oh, so you have no idea. You just see this door open, So, Rain, you step out with Carly, and you're able to see Aligrax and this young lady walk into this room. And Aligrax, what you see is 1,000 members of the Thieves Guild, and they all stab you. No. So you see a large desk to the left up against a wall. Actually, roll me a perception check. I'm sorry, before I do all this.
That's right. 15.
Okay, 15. So yeah, you do see the desk. There are 3 drawers on it. To the right is a fairly ornate painting of what seems to be kind of a mundane landscape. I mean, it's just sort of mountains with some trees, and in the bottom right corner is the signature Baron Willington. And then there's a couple of windows. You feel a breeze blow across your face, and that's essentially all that you can see, I think, in the room. Yeah, it's been a while since I wrote this down. It's been like 2 months.
All right.
Yeah.
So nothing. So if I look at the desk, are there like drawers? Can I rifle through things?
Yes, you can. You do also notice one of the curtains isn't really moving with the breeze as the other one is.
Kind of like try to investigate it from afar. See if I can figure out why that might be.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
All right. 18.
With an 18, without getting too close to it, you notice a bit of a shape behind it.
Interesting. What to do? What are you
waiting for? Come on, let's go look. And she walks over to the desk and begins like rifling around and stuff. This is clearly his study. I mean, he's got his desk here, his pen, quill, everything. It's just so weird. There's nothing in here, really. It doesn't look like. With that investigation check, though, you do notice across the painting is a thin line of wire.
Of wire across the painting. I'm gonna point that out to Breek, just like, you see that wire across the painting?
Oh yeah. Oh. Do you think maybe? Oh no. Well, can you get rid of it?
Well, how do you reckon we do that?
I'm gonna pause you guys right there. Let's see. Oliver, where are you? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track, I promise. Where are you at?
Upstairs. I'm in the trophy room.
The trophy room. Okay, so you have exhausted your search of this. You step back outside the door. Roll me a perception check.
5.
Honestly, I was about to stop you and just give it to you. So we'll just say, I mean, you see Rain, or no, you're off to the left, so you wouldn't actually be able to see him. So the only thing you notice is that Aligrax is not out there, and that the door he went into is open.
Well, I think I'll head that way.
Carly and Rain, I'm gonna have you guys head up towards Aligrax.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Rain while we're heading up.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, Rain. I don't know who that person is with Aligrax, but I don't think we could trust people. If you could get her away from him, I need to talk to him real quick.
I'll try. By the way, real quick, could you describe the person with the Aligrax to me again? Because I'm having a little confusion in my head.
Me or Carly?
You, the ST. Like, when I saw him and the person next to him, you said he's with the Dragonborn?
Yeah. Yeah, so he's with that lady Dragonborn that was laughing in the ballroom.
Okay.
Remember he, like, wooed her?
As I do.
As you do.
She horny for that one.
So you guys are all making your way towards Aligrax.
So as soon as I step into the room, since no one can see Carly, I go, "Sir, you guys aren't supposed to be in here. I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me."
I'm gonna turn to him. What, sweetheart?
I don't know. Do the thing.
No, don't worry. This guy seems like an idiot. I don't need to. And then while we're talking about this, I'm gonna look at them with wide eyes and kind of nod my head over the curtain while I'm talking. Just be like, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I had no idea what. I was looking for the lavatory. Clearly, it's not here."
Well, obviously, sir, you should be careful in rooms like this. Anyway, there could be traps. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. These people with this much money like to protect their stuff And sometimes they'll purposely draw in thieves.
Well, you think so? What, you got someone hiding behind the curtain or something?
You never know.
From each of the curtains, 2 thieves bust out, throwing knives at you. However, only one was successful in his stealth roll, so he is going to get an attack of opportunity against Aligrax.
Attack of opportunity. All right, yeah.
Well, not
fair.
an attack of opportunity, sorry. He's going to get a surprise round on you. The other one isn't quick enough. He gets tangled up in the curtains, but they each bust out, and one throws a dagger at you and does a... Nobody talk. I got to open up my encounters that I created. Come on, motherfucker, open up. Thank you. Does a 16 beat your armor class? I don't think it does.
Nah.
So from behind, you hear the whistle, and this dagger flies at you, and it nicks your armor on your left shoulder, but it basically flies off. And I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
You bastard, this is my nice armor.
All right, so we'll everybody go ahead and roll.
So it's going to be a 7 for Rain.
Aligrax is an 18.
Charlie is a 6.
And Oliver.
I also got an 18.
18 as well. All right, who has a higher movement speed out of you two?
30 feet.
Okay, so
That makes sense. He's a big guy.
longer legs for that guy, 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 for that. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. So, Aligrax, you are inside of the room. The other 3 are basically standing right at the doorway. From left to right, facing the doorway, is Oliver, Rain, and Carly.
All right.
Well, Oliver and Rain to him.
Yeah, if Aligrax, if you're looking at him, it's just Oliver, Rain, and you don't see Carly.
Yeah.
Oliver, does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. And does a... Nope, that one doesn't. You guys see these 2 thugs bust out from behind these curtains. One throws a dagger, one's a little bit slower to get off, and then Oliver, you feel this searing pain in your left shoulder, and you look down, and there's a dagger sticking out of it. And looking down the hallway, you see a 3rd thief. However, he does not have a black mask on. He is a gnome, and he has this roguish face with one scar cut across his eye, basically. And he's standing there, and he's well, looks like we're both after the same prize. What say we play for it? And that's going to be his move. So let's go to Aligrax. It is your turn.
Not to put myself out there or anything, but did I take any damage from that?
Yes, you did. My bad, dude. Sorry, you took 5 damage.
All right.
No damage. It's just weird like that.
He just threw a dagger at you and was
Just
like,
a
"What's up,
dagger
dude?
sticking out of your arm.
Hey,
like, hey
what's
man.
up, guy? I got you
Oh,
again.
this is how we say hi in the Thieves Guild.
Got you again." All right. So, Aligrax, it is your turn. 2 guys are out from behind the curtains. They're running at you. They're probably about 10 feet away from you. You don't know about Oliver's shoulder wound yet.
Question is, Molotov cocktails now, Molotov cocktails later.
Make a decision. Next up will be Oliver, so think about what you want to do.
Okay.
I think for now I'm just gonna go with the good old classic slice and dice.
All right. Are you using it as a 2-handed weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so you pull your great axe off of your back. Breek
Sword.
Your great sword off of your back. Breek at this point has sort of backed up, and she's standing in a corner, and she looks ready, like she might be able to take care of herself, but she's not making any moves. So you go ahead, and which one are you going for, right or left?
The one that threw a knife at me.
Okay, so that would be the guy on the right.
And first I'm gonna use my bonus action to put my hunter's mark on him.
Ooh, what does that do?
I see a creature within range until the spell ends, which is, I think, a minute.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, you get advantage on him, right?
No, it's an hour for Hunter's Mark for concentration. No, I get an extra d6 of damage whenever I hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and make an attack on this guy.
I shall do that. And let's see, I am going to hope that a 23 hits.
It does not. Yeah, it does. So roll me some damage.
I'm gonna need more dice for this. Alrighty, so that's gonna be... those. Woohoo! Alright, so that is 12 plus 4 is 16, plus 5 is 21.
Holy shit.
Plus 15 is what, 36?
36 damage? What the
So
fuck?
as I strike this guy with my great sword, there's going to be kind of like, a blinding white light as he is divinely smote.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
you fucking killed him, bro. I don't even want to add flavor text to this. You just fucked his face.
And since he's dropped to 0 points, I can move my hunter's mark to the next one.
Yeah, okay, fine. Jesus. So yeah, you're like, not today, and you pull your greatsword out and you like slice like you're just carrying a little feather around. And this dude has like the Frieza slash through him, and then you guys remember Resident Evil with the laser wall?
Yes.
Also all those slices. Basically this jigsaw puzzle of what once was a living, breathing thing falls to the floor.
This is what happens when you don't give me combat for like a month.
Yeah, you let your whole load go all at once. Jesus Christ. Okay, they said I put all of this information in, and they were like, this is a hard challenge. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Okay, anyways. Is there anything else you want to do, you crazy son of a bitch?
I'm gonna smile at the one next to him.
He hesitates for like half a second and is like, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's go to Oliver.
Great. You got the bad guys rethinking their life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna follow that, but I'm gonna just okay, question.
Yeah.
If I were to take the dagger out of my shoulder, would that cause more damage to me?
I mean, not really, no. I mean, maybe in real life, but in D&D, no. You could take that out and use it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out and throw it back at the guy that threw it at me.
Roll me an
Return
attack.
to sender.
Exactly.
Roll me a ranged attack. I think it's your dex bonus.
7.
The plus?
No, that's all.
You rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2 plus 5.
So yeah, you like very coolly, you pull this dagger out, you flip it, grab the blade side and chunk it at this guy, and it flies at him and lands like 2 feet in front of him. And he like looks down, looks back up, and he's like, is that all you've got? And do you want to move or do a bonus action or anything?
I mean, no, I'm probably just like really flustered at this point.
Yeah, I would imagine. All right, so next up in the order is the goon coming from the other curtain. He sees you have killed his buddy, and he pulls out this short mace that he has, and he swings straight at you. And let's see. It's a natural 20, my friend. I'm terribly sorry. So that one's definitely gonna hit, and then he rolled a 2 on that one. So that one's not going to hit, not even with that. So he's going to do 8 damage to you. He's going to swing his mace and just crunch it into your shoulder. And next up is Rain.
Quick question, just information. How is the room we're in lit? Like candles, gas lamps, what are we talking about?
Mostly light from the outside. There is like one lamp off to your right. So you are in dim light.
Okay. All right.
But you guys can see fairly well.
That's unfortunate. So it just changes what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pick a guy because I didn't actually bring a weapon because I'm a servant. Servants don't carry swords. Sorry.
Do you own daggers in your inventory?
What?
Do you have daggers in your inventory? So you have short swords. I'll say that you have one short sword on you.
Okay.
just because I don't think you would go into this unarmed completely, and they didn't exactly pat you down.
Where you hit it, who knows?
So I'm just gonna pick the guy nearest me, and I'm gonna go at him with my short sword.
Are you going at the dude in the room or down the hallway?
I'm in the room, aren't I?
You're technically outside of it, but if you want to move past Aligrax to hit this guy,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can. That's fine. Yeah.
I thought I was in the room with Aligrax. Okay, that's my bad. Who's the nearest that I can actually see and attack?
You can get to this guy that's in the room. You can get to this guy.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to attack him with the short sword, and I'm also at the same time going to use my dreadful strike.
I was looking at y'all's character sheets today, so I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome.
Okay,
That's gonna be awesome.
and that is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit. Roll me some damage.
All right, and that is all right. So a total of 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage. So
5 of that is psychic damage.
I can actually give damage
I
to
don't
these
know
guys.
if that matters, but
It really doesn't. In this instance, it doesn't. In future instances, maybe. Aligrax, you take this hit to your shoulder, and then you see almost like a ghost, Rain, cut around to your right and then swing his short sword and catch this guy in the back. But you see this purple energy, almost like fingered tendrils, reach out of the blade up to this dude's head and grasp it, and he just... All right.
That was pretty cool.
So, Carly, it is your turn. You're still invisible. Nobody has seen you. I've rolled perception checks for all of them. Nobody has seen you. What do you do?
Okay, so I am behind Aligrax. Am I in the doorway to the room they're in? Can I see Oliver? Everything that's going on with him?
So Oliver is still in the hallway, as are you.
Okay.
And you heard Oliver get hit, and you have basically, you can see this guy as well. And he's down the hallway about 30 feet, just to let you know.
I'm going to move to Oliver and whisper,
Don't move. I'm invisible. I got you, bro.
and I'm going to move straight up to the guy in the hallway, get behind him, take my armor off, my leather armor off, put it over his head so it blinds him because it becomes uninvisible when it's off my body. And I'm gonna move away because I want to still be invisible.
All right, so your walking speed is 30 feet, so you'd be able to get to this guy.
Okay.
So your action is take off your armor and put it
Over his head. So
put it
he's
over his
blinded.
head. There's a check. I don't know what it is, but you got to do a check for this.
Jack, I believe this falls under what we call the rule of cool.
It might be. I think I'm gonna have you do a dexterity check, because as soon as you take it off, he's gonna see it, so he might try and dodge it. I'm gonna have you do a dexterity check with advantage, and he's gonna do an opposed one, just a straight dex check. So roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier. He's gonna do the same thing, and you have advantage.
Oh man, still not good. 8.
Ooh.
You got a 9.
Damn it.
He got a 9. So right in front of him, he's eyeballing Oliver and sort of got this crooked smile on his face. He's like and then all of a sudden this piece of armor just appears out of nowhere, and he's and it's like trying to get on his head, and he's like and he like bats it away and knocks it to the ground. He's like, what the? And he looks at Oliver because he's basically looking through you. It looks like he's looking at you, but he's looking through you to Oliver. He's like, what the fuck? And so do you have
just shrug at him?
Like, I don't fucking know, dude. This spooky armor, man. House is haunted.
So does that take my action right there?
That would take your action, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have
All
a bonus action you might be able to do?
I do not.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to the guy that's in the hallway. I don't know how he's gonna do this because he's gonna target Oliver again. So, and I don't know if he's I don't know how he's going to do this. So he's going to, I will let you sort of get out of his way a little bit, just so you're not right in front of him. You're still like within melee range of him, but you're not like right in front of him. Otherwise, I'd have to do something crazy like, because if he throws these daggers, he would hit you first, but you're in melee range, so he would be at a disadvantage. So I'd have to roll a disadvantage to hit Oliver, but he's hitting. You see where I'm at? So he's gonna.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit to factor in.
He's gonna try to throw 2 more daggers at you, Oliver. That definitely doesn't hit. That was a 5. And okay, does a 21 hit you? Or sorry, does a 23 hit you?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
So he pulls 2 daggers out and goes and throws them at you. And you're going to take 7 damage as one sinks its way into your gullet.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, no, I lied. I lied to you. I lied to your face. I'm sorry. You're going to take 6 damage
Oh, okay.
as one of them sinks into your
It's a
gullet.
little better.
Yeah.
I now have 7 hit points.
Yeah.
And he's going to move. He's going to walk right up to you as his movement. All right. So he basically passes right by Carly. Carly, you do have the opportunity to attack him as he moves away. You do have that spear.
I'd say I got the spear. I still have my staff on my back and 2 daggers. So I'm going to take a dagger out because he hurt my friend. Now, can I do the 2 weapon or do I only have to do 1 attack?
This is just one basic melee attack.
All right. So at this point, I would take a dagger out and try to shove it in his neck from behind.
Roll me
Woof.
an attack roll. And you know what? Since you're invisible, I'll give you advantage, but this will drop your invisibility.
It will. And hold on, I've got to take this off. I don't have my armor on anymore, so I have no more disadvantages on that shit. Okay, let's try the second one. Ooh, okay, so 15 plus 2, 17.
That does hit. Roll me some damage. It's 1d4 plus 3, I do believe.
Yes.
Okay, 3 plus 4, 7.
All right. So as this guy is sort of still, he's still laughing and he's moving towards Oliver. All of a sudden, this searing pain shoots through his neck. You know, as all of a sudden this dagger just sort of appears, and this Genasi also forms its hand first around the dagger and then the rest of them, and he whispers into his ear,
You hurt my friend. I hate you.
And my skin crackles. It starts to break apart and then glow because when I get angry, that's the shit that happens.
"Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Love the flavor." Okay.
But we can't see your skin.
No, he becomes uninvisible.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the room. You and Rain are in the room, so you can't see us anyway. But Oliver, all of a sudden, unbeknownst to you, Carly has been in the whole time, and he just appears behind this dude. Sparks sort of like when they come off of a fire, sort of coming off of his skin as like cracks and glow show, and you can see he's getting a little hot under the collar. All right, Aligrax, it's your turn. Moving on. Aligrax, it's your turn.
Funny. All right. So for bonus action, I'm gonna turn to the guy still in the room with me, who was already hit, and I'm going to channel divinity, put a vow of enmity on him, which gives me advantage on attack rolls against him. And I'm gonna swing with my big bad greatsword.
Roll me an attack roll.
Let's see. All right. Ooh. Okay. So I gotta choose between a 20 or a 19. I'll go with the 20.
Are you sure?
Will a crit hit?
Crit hits, man. Roll me some damage. So just roll your dice and then double whatever you roll. And that's including all of your hunter's mark.
Ooh, all right.
Because, I mean, it's on him, so.
God, I love great weapon fighting. 1s and 2s? No thanks, I'll just re-roll those. All right. So that's going to be... Oh, that doubled. That's going to be 32.
That's their HP. Like, that's their starting HP is 32. How do you kill him? You tell me how you kill him. I'm trying really hard not to say, so how do you want to do this?
I appreciate that. Now, I'm just going to turn to this guy.
I heard that from you in the episode. I was like, he wants to say that shit. All right, go ahead.
I appreciate that. I'm going to turn to him. I'm going to be like, I hope you made peace with your gods. And then just big overhead slash. Cut him in twain.
You come down and just like Frieza in Dragon Ball Z, shing! And his body sort of flops a little bit and goes to the ground. And so he has been taken care of. We are going to. Oh, do you want to move? You have heard the commotion outside, so you can assume that there's more going on.
I think they can probably take care of that. I'm more focused on this painting now.
Okay. If you want, you can roll an investigation check. Actually, you've already seen the little wire and everything. What do you want to do with that? Because you can move over to. Well, actually, you don't have any actions left, but you can at least move over to it. So you're in front of the painting.
Yeah.
So Oliver, it is your turn.
How far away from me was the guy when Carly stabbed him?
30 feet. So he had started to move, but once he... Oh, I forgot to tell you, you guys all have inspiration, so feel free to use that whenever.
I also forgot that I'm lucky, and I got a natural 1 earlier, and I could have re-rolled that, but I'll just let it go.
Remember your characters. So he's 30 feet away. He started to move, and Carly basically blunt force stopped him with his stab.
Okay. So, just so I'm getting this... Just so I make sure that I know all of this. The dash, what is... that do? How much is that to your walking speed?
That's double your walking speed.
Double. Okay.
Now I will tell you, he actually has cunning action where he can dash as a bonus action. I will tell you, you do have sneak attack available to you right now because you have a friend right there. So if you wanted to throw your daggers, you have that sneak attack damage available to you, or you can go stab him in the face.
Well, what if I got within 5 feet of him, and then I also did the sneak attack on him? Because
yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't need advantage on it.
Right, you wouldn't.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get right up in his face and be like,
"That's right, I'm his friend."
And then I'm going to stab him right in the throat.
All right, you have advantage.
18 plus 5, 23?
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead and roll me... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and roll some damage on him.
So 1d4 is a 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, maxed out.
Yeah. And then I got a 4 and a 4. 8. So 7 plus 8.
15. All right. So you walk up to this dude. You basically sprint up to him, and you're like, "She's my friend." And then you stab him right in the thigh, man. It just And he's like, and he looks a little bit hurt, but no blood showing quite yet. So next up, those two are dead. we have Rain. So you have heard the commotion outside.
Okay. It's the guy who was in front of me. He's dead, right? Or is he still up?
No, everybody's puddles in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Puddles. Not even human beings anymore, or any sort of beings whatsoever. Pieces.
So I'm gonna...
After Rain, Carly, you're going, so think about what you want to do.
Is there a window nearby?
Yes, there are 2 windows against the back wall. One of them is open.
Okay. I'm gonna dash over and actually look outside of it. This fight's going in our direction. I want to make sure we can leave.
Okay. So you look outside. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, sweet goodness. 22.
You do see about 10 feet away from the window is the wall, like the 10-foot high wall. And you do see guards patrolling right now. They're at opposite ends, and it's about 100 feet down on each side. So they're about 100 feet away from the window itself.
Okay.
And I think that's your turn. So we'll go to Carly.
All right, so I'm behind the guy. He's got 2 knives in him. I am going to cast, put my hand around him, around his mouth, and try to do the poison spray again, like I did in the ship.
All right, so hang on. So that...
Oh, right into his mouth. That's brutal.
Con of 10, he's got to beat.
Oh, it's a nat 1, bro.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna fail so hard. Double damage on that, please. I don't know if that's the way it goes, but that's the way I'm doing it.
All right, so I've got a D12 for a 10, so a 20 then.
20 fucking jeez. I shouldn't have done that. So you place your hand against his mouth, and some sparks shoot out of your hand, but more importantly, this green spray, you can feel it coming out. Oliver, you can't see anything. And he just is like, "What the hey?" And then he inhales and just sucks all this poison into his lungs, and he coughs blood. And you can see blood trickling out of his eyes now, Oliver.
Oh.
I'm going to say something.
It's okay. You can sleep now.
And so he pulls out a scimitar, and he tries and he swings at you, Carly. Well, actually, he's going to swing twice at Carly, and then once at Oliver. Does a Where is it? Does a 23 hit?
Yep.
Okay. And again, that's not going to hit. Now, Oliver. Does an 18 hit? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's, and then he turns around and does sort of like a backstab. Let's see. 8. So Carly, 8 damage to you, and Oliver, 6 damage to you.
I have 1 hit point left.
It is your turn, so do what you're gonna do, man. He's looking bad. He's not looking great. He's looking bad.
Isn't Aligrax before me?
Yes, he is. Why is? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. The order I did it in is different than. Anyways, Aligrax, it is your turn. You're currently looking at a painting. You're hearing screams and clashes from outside.
They can probably handle it.
All right, so you can clearly see this line going across the painting. What would you like to do?
Do I think I know how to like disarm it? If I assume it's like a tripwire of some sort.
Are you proficient in disarm traps?
I don't know if I'm proficient, but I can try.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have you do a sleight of hand.
All right. -1. That's still a 13.
With a 13, you sort of look at the wire and you look at the line, and it's wrapping around the painting, and you take your sword and stab the wire and the painting, and the wire goes twing and like spring wraps around, and nothing happens. And I'll give you a bonus action if you would like to do something else really quick.
Yeah, can I like take the painting off the wall and see if there's something behind it?
You rip it down, there's a safe behind it.
Smash it with a sword.
That's your turn. All right, go, Oliver.
Oh.
And then after Oliver's
I have
Rain.
1 hit point. 1 hit point. This guy's not dead yet?
Nope.
All right. Well, since I'm right up at him, I'm just gonna try to sink another dagger into him.
Okay. Roll for an attack. You have advantage because you're flanking, and you have your sneak attack bonus.
15.
15 hits.
Okay.
Did you roll twice? Because you might get a crit.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I got a 10 and a 4.
Gotcha. So
And I got
1d4
a
plus 3 and 2d6.
Plus 3, 6, and then 2d6, a 4, and a 1. So 5. So 11 total.
So you sink your dagger into his chest, into his right breast, and and blood begins to seep out of it. He's still standing. So next up is player character B, which is Rain. And then after him is Carly.
Yeah.
I mean, we are Adventurers Guild 3294, so.
Proud to be.
I'm looking for us for an exit. I'm trying to either find a way to bridge the gap between the window and the wall, or a way to get down without killing ourselves.
You could always try jumping.
100 foot down? Like, I don't want to die.
It's only no. It's 100 feet wide.
Oh, I thought you said it was 100 feet down.
You're on the second level, so that's a 10-foot drop. The wall itself is 10 feet high, and it's a 10-feet gap.
Okay, that makes way more sense than what I would think. You know what? I'm gonna wait till the guards. Are the guards like coming back towards us?
They're basically rotating. So the guards all the way into the left corner are coming towards the right. They're maybe like an eighth of the way down, and the guards on the right are actually out of view because they've started going around that side.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna hold my thing and see what happens.
Okay, Carly, your turn.
So I'm still at this guy. I'm going to take out my other dagger and try to go both daggers, pull the one out of his neck if it's still there. Try to get him in the chest with both daggers from behind.
Okay, go ahead and make me, I think it's 2 just attack rolls. You do have advantage because you're flanking.
All right, so I got a 16 plus 3 and 19 on the first one.
That hits.
Then advantage on the second one too, or just straight?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got a 10 plus 3, 13.
That one does not hit, so roll me some damage for that first one.
All right, so that's a 2. And what was the plus on that you said earlier?
3.
So a 5.
All right, so you aim for his chest, and you actually manage to sink it pretty close to the same dagger. The blood that was pouring out is now just gushing, but he is still standing. So we're going to go back up to him, and he is going to take a couple of swipes. Does a 13 hit you, Carly?
Nope.
And that one doesn't hit either. That's just a 12. That's a 12 to hit Oliver. No? All right. It is now Aligrax's turn.
What size is this safe, roughly? Like microwave size?
Yeah.
Fridge size?
Microwave size.
Do you think I could like rip it out of the wall?
There's a lock on it, and it is stuck in the wall. You can try make a strength check.
I feel like that's our best bet, unless I think I can like smash it open.
Either that, or you could have the rogue pick it later after you save his life, maybe.
Oh yeah, but there's too many guards, and we're short on time.
All right, make a strength saving or roll.
Strength roll. You'll be fine. Strength. That's gonna be a 22.
22. So
just raw. Yeah.
You're trying to get your hands sort of around this thing, and you start pulling, and nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden you start hearing cracks, and with a loud bang and crumbling of mortar, basically, you rip this safe out, and it slams down onto the ground.
Nice.
So that's your action, and we'll have Oliver go.
I'm just going to look at this guy and go, just die already. And I'm going to stab him again.
All right, make an attack roll with advantage.
So 14 plus 5, 19.
That'll hit.
And then 7 for the D4, and then do I sneak attack?
You don't have to.
Well, I'm gonna, because it says I can do it once per turn.
How do you want to kill him?
That's exactly how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna say, just die already, and then I'm just gonna stab him in the stomach.
All right, your dagger pierces through his flesh, and you slowly start moving it up, reverse seppuku style. And then he stops it for a second, and he looks at you, and he goes, "Wait, and then he falls over and dies. And it was your dad. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you made my heart stop for a second.
He would know if it was your. Anyways,
Messed up, man.
Yeah, he bailed. Like he's not around here.
So he's dead. You're out of initiative. A very loud crashing sound just came from the room. You can assume people heard. And in the distance, you can hear, "Oh, what was that?" Very far, very, very far in the distance.
I'm putting my armor back on.
Okay.
If we're out of initiative, I'd like to cast Bless on my 3 compatriots, so they get an extra D4 to saving throws. I'm gonna say, "Come on, out the window."
All right. So
Nice.
You guys are at the window. Breek is like, "Wait, what?" And you guys all jump across to the wall. Go ahead and roll me. These are just checks, not saving throws, but go ahead and roll me. You can either do athletics or acrobatics.
I don't know if I mentioned. Can I do this while holding the safe?
Yes, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Sure. I don't care if I just fall to the ground, But
You're a big beefy boy. You can handle that.
So you guys are trying to make it to the wall. We'll
Hold the
start
safe.
with, you want to chunk it across onto the other side of the wall?
I can try, yeah.
Okay. You're a big dragonborn. It's heavy, but so are you. And you just easily chunk it over the wall. One of the guards shouts, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they're about 80 feet away, but they begin moving towards you. So, Carly, what was your check? So you roll, and you can do either acrobatics or athletics.
Well, that would be a nat 20.
Very gracefully,
Nice.
Carly brushes past you guys and does like a backflip, land a handstand, and then flip down onto the other side of the wall. Let's go to Aligrax.
All right, so that's going to be 17. I'd like to give Breek a little kiss first and then jump out the window.
All right, you run over, say, "Mwah," and then you run to the window and leap, and you do like this flying spread eagle jump, and you land onto the wall and then jump down. Oliver.
So I got a 6 plus 5.
An 11. You struggle a little bit. You run and you sort of stumble, but you manage to launch yourself out of the window and just barely land onto the top of the wall, pull yourself up, and flip over. Rain.
It's probably because I saw Oliver, Aligrax, and Bree kiss, and it just threw me off.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
Rain, your go.
Yeah. I guess I follow up out the window, heading straight for the wall.
And you can do either acrobatics or athletics, either one.
So a 17.
Very easily. Make it to the wall, down and over. The four of you all land one right after the other. You grab Aligrax, you grab the safe, and you guys begin to make your way into the night. You actually come around through the alleyway, and Carly, where you originally saw Leon, he's gone. Dark blood stain, still on the ground, still wet, but his body is gone, or he is gone.
Well, he was invisible too, so.
You see little blood footprints leading off.
Okay.
He's disappeared.
Before we go, I'm going to do one thing.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Aligrax, and is he holding the safe right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hands on his shoulder and say, this is pretty important, so you're gonna be invisible now, and cast invisibility on him. And the safe will be invisible too since he's holding it.
That's right. So the three of you slowly begin to make your way into the darkness.
So, apparently the original plan of carrying the safe out of the mansion was not a joke. There were lots of unexpected moments in that one. I hope you enjoyed it. We sure did have a blast. I'd like to thank our newest patrons, Oh Yeah, Miner17, and Mick D. Thank you so much for your support. We're having a blast making this show, and people like you help us keep it going. If you'd like to become a patron like these wonderful nerds, check out all of the benefits from our Patreon, including a shout out on the show, naming an NPC, and even being in a one-shot episode with us. Check it out at patreon.com/lastnerdsonearth. Also, check out our social media on Twitter at LastNerdsEarth, Facebook and Instagram at LastNerdsOnEarth, and say hey, ask us questions, send us a funny photo. If you have made it this far and could give us a review on iTunes, we would really appreciate it. Thanks again for listening. See you next week.
This was
Me
amazing.
too.
You guys were absolutely amazing throughout all of this. I mean, you guys did things I just didn't even think about. It was so
Nice.
cool. It was so cool.
Like my armor move, I was pretty impressed about that. It
That
didn't
was
work, but still.
hilarious. I was like, "There's why would he? Oh my god!" And then you charming Breek, like no idea. And then when I was making the guard ramble, I was just doing that for a laugh. And Oliver was like, "Advantage, thanks, bye." Yeah, that was awesome, you guys. That was so good. The sleep move on the guard,
that was
bravo,
awesome.
man.
Thank you. You know, I was gonna go with auto defenestrate, but I didn't think that would play over too well.
I don't even know what that means. Don't want to know.
It means to hurl oneself from a window.